Hi, I'm Dennis Kirscher, and this is the Hidden Kitchen. Sundays in Sacramento, it's always a great time to go to the farmer's market. They have tons of fresh produce there, lots of fresh fruits, and they even have a fantastic fish stand there. Picked up a nice piece of salmon there this morning. We're going to have that for dinner tonight with artichoke hearts. So I'm going to show you how to make that. You have dinner for two, pan-grilled salmon with artichoke hearts. Join me. This salmon was actually a wild salmon that was line caught, and the little fish company comes to our farmer's market every Sunday and sells their catch of the day. So I'm going to take the skin off that, and to do that I'm going to lay it flat on my cutting board. I got my chef's knife here, which I'm going to start at this end, and just go right underneath that. What do you think about that, Bachi? Voila. So I'm going to give that a little rinse. Go ahead and pat that dry. Put that on my plate. A little salt and pepper. Over. And that's ready for my pan. Now this is about a pound piece of salmon. That's enough to feed 3 people, and it's just Mary and I, so we're going to have this and we'll have a little bit left over that we can have for on our salad for lunch tomorrow. To me, there's nothing quite like fresh artichokes. I really like to cook with artichokes. I like to make up hand sauce after I've made the fish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to trim these artichokes. I'm going to put them in a pot of water that I've added about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice to, so they don't discolor. But artichokes, they're really easy to make. They do require a little bit of work. So what I'm going to do is chop my stem off, leaving about an inch on there, and then I'm just going to peel back the leaves going around the artichoke. Now, I've watched chefs on TV take these and they'll take a knife and they'll just start paring away, but certainly if you've got a really sharp knife and some strong hands, that's something you can try. But it sure is easy just to snap leaves off like this. And then what I'm going to do is when I get it to a certain point where I'm about halfway through, at this point it's time to cut the top off there. And now I can go ahead and pare those back, and it's much easier to deal with. Always helps to have a really sharp paring knife. I'm just going to take the outer portion of that off, trim it down a little bit. Okay, now at this point I'm going to slice it in half, and then again in a quarter. And then I'm going to take my paring knife and just cut out that thistle that's in there. Just like that. That goes in the pot. Just like that, in the pot. How easy was that? I'll show you. Let's do another one. Trim the end. Peel back some leaves. thing about artichokes is they really are a nice complement to a sauce. And you just don't see people serving artichokes a lot in their homes. You can get them where they cook them, and get them all where you're eating the leaves with mayonnaise. But this is what I'm talking about. So we're going to take that, cut it off. And again, I'm going to take this portion, trim away the outside, the green part, so I have nice some trim back. Half, quarters. Out comes the thistle. And I've seen people cook these with this in, and then you can just scoop this out with a spoon. But here I am, I've got my knife in my hand, I'm going to take care of it right now. So when I'm done cooking these, I'm going to parboil them so that they're almost completely cooked through. I can just take them right into my sauce. Okay, my artichokes have been boiling for about a little less than 10 minutes. I'm just going to test those with a fork, and that is perfect. I can put the fork in there, but it's not mushy. So I'm going to pull those off the heat, dump those out, rinse some cold water on them, and set them aside. And they'll be ready to go in my pan. So my salmon's ready to go. I've got a nice hot pan here. Got it on a little bit higher than medium heat. Got some canola oil here. Put that in the pan. Take my fish and so I'm going to sear this for about 5 minutes on one side. I'm going to flip it over and put it in my pan. It's going to go in the oven, and then I'm going to make my sauce for the fish in this pan. Okay, my fish has been frying. I don't want to mess with it too much. Look at that. That's beautiful. Nice little golden brown around the edges. That's going to go in the oven for 5 minutes. So while it's in the oven, I'm going to check my time. Deglaze my pan with some white wine. I got a shallot here. Put in there. Some parsley. And I can't forget my artichokes. Really has a nice smell to it. Salt, pepper, more wine. And what I want to do is start adding some butter to this. add the butter, I want to add it in little bits at a time. See, the sauce is turning kind of a milky color. Butter's working in there. Kind of like a beurre blanc, but with some herbs in it. And the nice thing is the artichoke's heating up. It's really good. A little seasoning. The great thing about salmon is you don't really have to add a whole lot to it. It already has great flavor on its own. With the parsley and the artichokes and the shallot and the butter, we have a great sauce here. But 5 minutes is up. Time to pull our salmon out. I'll turn my heat down on this. Look at that, beautiful. There you go. Little pan-seared salmon with a nice sauce of artichokes, parsley, shallots, and a little beurre blanc. Great meal for a Sunday night. Buon appetito from the Hidden Kitchen.